I'd like to address the nation tonight. The whole country. Y'all want to fix the epidemic? The drug epidemic? Listen to me. My auntie's got the video camera. I'm going to be talking to her, so from now on, the rest of the video, I'm going to refer to auntie. But I'm talking to the whole country. Now, I used to sell drugs. I was a drug dealer. The reason I sold drugs? Because I was forced to. There was no other way for me to make money. I came home from prison, and I was forced to sell drugs because nobody would give me a job. Nobody would give me a chance. I couldn't go into a place and put in an application and get a job to save my life, literally. Because if you get caught selling drugs again, if I get caught selling drugs again, I go to jail for the rest of my life. The rest of my life for selling drugs when I'm forced to support myself. Now, on the flip side of this, we got addicts. It's not forced to pick up that needle. They're not forced to pick up that pill. They are not forced to snort that line. They're not forced to inject themselves with poison. It is a choice. They can set it down and walk away. They can do it. I've seen it. You okay? Now, let's look at the law. If I sell drugs in West Virginia, Huntington, the worst city in the whole country across the board. I mean, we got ODs, we got deaths, we got obesity, we got everything. We're the worst for everything. Huntington, West Virginia is where I'm standing tonight. Huntington, West Virginia, guys. The worst country, the worst city in the country per capita. Now, these junkies, excuse me, let me backtrack. Okay, now, if I get caught selling drugs the first time, I get a 1 to 15. Second time, I get another 1 to 15. The third time, I get life. They will throw the book at me. I will go to jail for the rest of my life because I'm in a predicament where I have to make money. You can't live out here with no money. Try it for a month. I've been out here 4 months with no job, putting in applications every day. Nobody will hire me. Nobody will give me a chance. Flip side, junkie. I can pick up the needle or I can set it down. I can pick up the pill or I can set it down. I can pick up that meth, I can set it down. I can pick up the weed or I can set it down. Now, look at the law. Look at Huntington. Look at Huntington. I'm going to give a couple references. Now, 28 ODs in 4.5 hours. Crazy shit, right? Crazy. 28 people OD'd. 2 deaths. 26 people back on the street the next day. Slap on the wrist. You got Solomons. I mean, you got your crackheads. I mean, you got everybody. I mean, literally. I mean, they'll break in my car, slap on the wrist. Break in my house, slap on the wrist. They'll go in Walmart, steal everything, slap on the wrist. They come in your local businesses, slap on the wrist, steal everything you got, slap on the wrist. They shoot people to steal drugs, slap on the wrist. Anything they do, they get a slap on the wrist. Now, why is that? Why? That makes a whole lot of sense. You got all these people forced to sell drugs. Not everybody. A lot of people do it because it's lucrative. A lot of people. There are so many people do it because they are forced to. Because they come home and they cannot get a job to save their life. The only thing they got to turn to is to sell drugs, rob people, go in your business and steal. But you know what they choose? They choose to sell drugs. The least harmless thing is what they choose. Because you know why? We don't want to come in there and steal your stuff. We don't want to rob you. We don't want to do none of that. We don't want to break in your car and steal your stuff. You know what we do? We sell drugs because we have to. Because you have to sell drugs when you come home from prison, when you don't have no money, regardless, whatever your situation is. If you ain't got no money, and you're out here putting in all these applications and they just keep slamming that door in your face, when all these junkies got these good jobs, they make $1,000 a week, $2,000 a week, $3,000 a week. It makes me sick how much money these junkies make. And you know what they do? They turn around every paycheck they owe the drug dealer, every dollar's gone. Every penny. They cannot support their kids. They cannot support their families. They cannot support themselves. All they do is go steal, rob, cheat to get their fix. Now, listen. This is very important. This is the precipice of my conversation tonight with you, the country, and with you, Auntie, with you, Jensen, the woman I love the most, the one I'm out here trying to support, and I can't because nobody will give me a chance. I'm the hardest worker. I don't sleep. I don't eat because I'm out here trying to make it. That's all I do. I try to make it. I try to provide for myself, for my kid, for my aunt, for my family. That's all I do. Now, junkies don't. and all they do is spend their money. They don't take care of themselves. They don't take care of their kids. Listen, highest everything. I mean, they do not take care of their kids. They don't take care of the kids in the country. Now, why do they throw the book at me and give a junkie a slap on the wrist? Why do they do that? Listen, you want to change the country? Sign this petition. Sign the petition. Sign the petition. Change the country tonight. Change it. Change it. Fix this country. All you have to do to change this country, is switch the law. If you come in my house and you find drugs, but you drug test me and you don't find nothing, hey, slap on the wrist. You're just trying to make it. If I can prove to you, I've been out here putting in applications, I've been out here doing all the side work I can do to make money, and there's no jobs available. So hey, I'm selling drugs right now. When drugs are very lucrative. Listen, this is important. Drugs are lucrative right now. It's a lot of money to be made. Listen, this is important. A lot of money in drugs. Everybody knows it. People who sell drugs, they got nice things. People who sell drugs, they take care of their families. Real good. Real nice. They buy their kids everything. They got a fridge full of foods. You know why? Because all the junkies sell the food stamps. You mean every one of them. I can buy a fucking $300 worth of food stamps for $100, and I do it. You know why? Because I need to provide for my family. So I spend that $100. I buy that junkie's food stamps. Yeah, I do. I break the law all the fucking time. You know why? Because I have to. I'm forced to. It's not a choice. Not a choice. You mean? On the junkie, the other hand, it's a choice. You don't have to do that. You can take that paycheck. You can go home. You can fill that fridge up. You can take that welfare check. You can fill that fridge up. You can take care of yourself. You can take care of your family. You can take care of your kids. Now, listen, we're changing the country tonight, folks. Listen, changing the fucking country. All you gotta do, sign this petition. We're changing this law. If you sell drugs and you don't do them, slap on the wrist. You do drugs, 1 to 15. We ain't playing no fucking games. We're changing the country. We're getting drugs off the streets. You do drugs, that's a choice. You made that choice. You're going to prison. 1 to 15. You do it again, 1 to 15. You do it again, you're no fucking good to society. You're a goddamn junkie. You ain't gonna do nothing for the rest of your life but do drugs. You don't need rehab. You need to be locked up somewhere for the rest of your fucking life. It makes me sick. All these junkies get rehab, and all they do for the rest of their fucking life is go fucking do drugs, go to rehab, go do drugs, go to rehab. I know, it's a vicious cycle, right? Yeah, but it's a fucking choice. People don't have a fucking choice. They gotta sell drugs to provide for their fucking families. Now, you wanna change the country? Lock them bitches up. Lock them up. Get them off the street. You do drugs, you're going to jail. Motherfucker, you get caught with a needle in your house, you're going to jail. Motherfucking, you get caught with drug paraphernalia, you're using drugs, you get caught with drugs in your system, go to motherfucking jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. You are no good to society. You're wasting jobs. You're wasting space. You're stealing our shit. You're robbing. You're cheating. You don't do nothing good. You're a fucking junkie. Period. Get off the street. You ain't no good to society. Third time, you're out. Life, you ain't no good in society. Get them off the street. Get them out of the streets tonight. Change this law. Get them off the streets. Hey, if there's nobody doing drugs, there's nobody to sell drugs. The fucking epidemic is over. Over. Listen to me. It's over. Listen to me tonight. Change this fucking law. Please. I don't want to sell drugs. I don't want to break the law. I'm forced to. I don't want to do it. Please. Change this law. Sign the petition. Watch this video. Tell your friends. Get online. Let's make this thing go viral, guys. You want to change the problem? Fix it. Period. Why can't they change the law? They change laws all the time. They change the crack law. They change this. They change the heroin law. They make new laws all the time. Change the law. Flip it. That's all you got to do. Change it. Flip it. You do drugs, you're going to prison. You do drugs, you're going to prison. You sell drugs, you don't use them, slap on the wrist. You're trying to provide for yourself. May I have proof? Hey, I put in 30 job applications this week. You know how many job offers I got? Zero. I can't get a job to save my fucking life. Can't. Ain't nothing in Huntington. Too many junkies taking up the spots. Too many. Get them off the streets, guys. Shit, why are we wasting time? Why are we wasting all this space? You know what I mean? Why are we fucking playing games with these fucking people? Why do they keep getting slaps on the wrist when people are forced to do the things they do? Hey, look. Yeah, I broke the law. Hey, I'm a fucking criminal. Look at me. Look, I'm tatted up. I'm a fucking bad guy. No, I'm not. I got the best heart in the world. I take care of junkies' kids. I take care of fucking anybody got a hungry kid, I fucking feed them. You mean I fucking feed them? You mean, you know why? Because I got the biggest heart in the world. Biggest heart in the world, guys. You mean I'm a hardest worker. I will show up every time, on time. and work my ass off for a little bit of nothing to provide for my fucking family. You know what I mean? Let's change this law. That's all you gotta do. Lock them up. Why you keep slapping them on the wrist? It's a fucking epidemic. Epidemic. If you don't know that fucking word, look it up. We are fucking living terrible, guys. Look at 9th Street West. That's the fucking slums. That looks like a fucking movie down there. Like, this shit's crazy. I ain't never seen nothing like this in my motherfucking life. You want to change the fucking world? You want to change this country? You want to make it great again? Like Donald Trump said, you want to make this fucking country great again? Change that law. That's it. That's all. Period. People ain't going to do drugs if they know they're going to spend the rest of their life in prison. It's a choice to pick up the fucking needle. It's not a choice sometimes to sell drugs. You mean? Who you going to sell drugs to if there's nobody doing them? Nobody. Shit. End the epidemic. Period. Period, point blank, stop video. Thank you for watching. Tell your friends. Let's sign the video. Let's sign the petition. Let's get this shit done. Let's get it over with. Let's change the law tomorrow. Start locking them up. Fix the problem, guys. That's all you gotta do. Fix the problem. That's it. I'm gonna advocate this for the rest of my life. Let me tell you about this. I grew up with junkies. Stone cold junkies. My mother was a junkie. My brother was a junkie. That's who raised me. You know what they taught me? Crime. Crime pays. Hey, son. Go in the store, steal this. Hey. Go over at your auntie's house and take that money she got upstairs. We need it to get high. Okay. I got you, Mom. I love you to death. You know what I mean? You're my mother. I love you. I'm going. That's what I was taught. Crime pays. Work doesn't. But that's not right. It's not right. It don't have to be like that. It don't have to be like that. If I could go get a job, I wouldn't do nothing illegal again for the rest of my life. Let me get a decent job. That's all I need. A decent job. And I will never break the law again for the rest of my life, you know? And there are so many people in my same situation. And I hope y'all see this video. I hope y'all sign this petition. We can change this law, guys. That's all it takes. Let's change this fucking law. That's it. You know what I mean? That's all. That's all we gotta do. One little law, and literally, the whole country will change. Nobody's gonna do drugs if they get 10 years. Nobody's gonna do drugs if they get 20 years. Hell, if I get caught doing drugs, and I know I'm gonna do 20 years, why am I gonna pick it up? Hell no, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna walk away. You get the fuck out of my face with that. So why do it? Why can't we just change one simple law and fix the whole country? I guarantee in 1 year, this country will be fucking awesome. Best country ever. The best it's ever been. Because, hey, guys, nobody's doing drugs. And the people that are, they're off the streets. The people that's breaking law, they're off the streets. The people that rob people, that steal, most of the time they're doing that because they don't got nothing. Guys, they can't go in the welfare office and get fucking food stamps. You know why? Because they had to sell drugs. Huh?
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Drug offenders do not get food stamps. So, it's a vicious cycle. The cycle don't end. Let's end this cycle. Let's end it, guys. Let's get it over with. Change the law. Change the law. Let's change this law tonight. Let's get so many fucking views, so many signatures on that petition that they got no choice but to change the law. The government can fix this. I'm not the only one that can see this. Hey, I'm just some guy from the hood that grew up with junkies. I'm a fucking 5-time convicted felon. If I can see this shit, why can't you? Why can't they? Huh? They don't want to fix it. They don't want to fix it. Let's make them fix it. Let's fix that shit tonight. Tonight. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of living like this. I'm sick of it. You mean? Now I got welfare. Hey, I'm doing good. You mean? But I don't want fucking welfare. Hey, I can work. I'm a willing, able-bodied person. I can go fucking right now and do construction for the rest of my fucking life. And I would do it happy to provide for the woman I love, my aunt, the only person the reason I got a halfway normal mind, because my auntie help raise me sometimes. You know what I mean? I wish CPS would have came in my home and taken me. My mother taught me to sell drugs. My mother taught me crime pays. Hey, everybody I knew was selling drugs. Hey, I grew up in the hood. Hey, that's all there is. You know what I mean? So let me ask you something. Whatever your religion, whatever it is, Christian, Baptist, Muslim, across the board, Catholic, whatever you are, if somebody teaches you 99%, whatever it is, I don't know the statistic, whatever it is. You mean, if you grew up in a Catholic household, you're going to be Catholic. If you grew up in a Muslim household, you're going to be Muslim. So why don't it make sense, hey, if I grew up in a fucking drug-riddled neighborhood and and my mother's a junkie, hey, I'm going to grow up and be a junkie too. You know what I mean? But hey guys, listen. If there ain't no more junkies on the street, there's no more junkie mothers. There's no more junkie fathers. There's no more junkie brothers. Hey, They're all locked the fuck up. So now all the people out here are teaching their kids the right things. We're cleaning up the whole country. Across the board. Across the everything. Crime. I mean, whatever, man. Going in this Walmart and stealing something. If I'm telling, hey, don't go in Walmart and steal nothing, I'm not going to steal nothing. Let me ask you something. If I ask you to change your religion tonight, if I say, hey, if you don't change your religion, we're going to give you 10 years in prison. If you don't change your religion, we'll give you 20 years in prison. If you don't change your religion, we'll give you life. What are you going to do? Whatever you are, whoever you are, however you were raised, you'll say that till you die. Because that's where you were taught. That's how you were raised, right? Exactly. Let's change this shit. Change the law. That's it. That's all. Thank you very much.